Hey guys, welcome back to Death Must Die's Act 3. So today we're going to do a build guide here for Darkness 100 Black Lightning Lorien. So yes, this community favorite build has escaped a lot of the nerfs and actually really strong here in Act 3. So if you guys are unfamiliar, your attack hits have a chance to trigger Black Lightning Bolts. This thing is very, very strong. So here in Act 3, the way we're going to set it up, we need a couple of ingredients. We're going to use the Novem Tavo, which is this unique mythic, gives us a big chunk of evasion, but we're going to use it mostly for the big chunk of extra luck that it gives us. That allows our Black Lightning to have a 24% chance to trigger. So the other ingredient is we're going to use strike projectile count. So we're going to put quite a bit on it. As you can see over here, we have +8. And secondary stats, we're going to go for some extra strike damage. Some extra damage rolls you can get in this game at the moment are pretty interesting. Something like this, the Sovereign Skull of Instant Striking, gives us 240% damage versus undamaged enemies. This is going to enable our Black Lightning to one-tap a lot of the enemies in Act 3 here, Darkness 100. There's also Slayer, which is interesting, which allows us to do more boss damage. Or just more damage to barriers and bosses as well. Now we've gone with a really interesting setup here in the skill tree. We're actually going to use the Rain of Arrows. Now Bask in Greatness is a great perk over here, but it has been nerfed a bit. It's got a cooldown and it only triggers 2 times now. It does also rely on critical hit chance. So we're actually going to use the Rain of Arrows in this one. I'll show you, it's really, really potent. So we're going to use the strike damage, attack range, sharpened edges, 1 over here in lancing shots so we can get enchanted arrows. And on this side, we've taken some alterates, 1 reroll, because we had 1 extra point. Got attack speed, and then we got move speed and dash recharge speed. So we'll go over the gear setup here, and I'll show you the basic items. So you're going to need at least 1 Black Lightning roll. So I've got it on the gloves over here. Then mostly we've just stacked on the projectile count where we can get it. So I've got projectile count over here. A little bit of health on kill somewhere on the build is nice. So I've got a little bit here on the ring as well. We've got +3 strike projectile count on this tier 3 bow with a bit of strike damage as well. So that's a nice roll. Over here is projectile count and damage as well. This is actually a tier 2 item that I just had sitting in my stash, so I subbed that one in. +2 strike projectile count over here on the helmet as well. That is, again, a tier 2 item. That's just the best one that I had. I've got Elysium on in here just so we can get healed when we take some damage. This thing will use the luck from this to have a higher chance to heal us. So this thing will keep us alive if we do get hit. The only thing that'll really hit us in here is probably like some archers, maybe something else. Got a life roll on the boots. As you can see, we don't actually have that much life over here, 172. So life roll on the boots to keep us alive. And that's basically it. We're going to use this interaction here with Sloth to get more damage as we go. So we're not going to take extra strikes or anything through the run, but that's it. Just before we get into this one, guys, most of the people watching the channel at the moment are not actually subscribed. If you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, help us get to that 1500 goal. So let's get into this one. So Black Lightning Lorien is alive and well, guys. I'm not even kidding. We can just take the ults here to try and get we'd like somewhere with some attack speed if we can, but our first priority is we're going to go for Cromboy's attack, so we got more arrows out on the field. So we can get some experience from some of the shrines that we kind of come across. Now, you can also do the unequip, re-equip cheese, but you really don't need to do it for this setup, and, you know, it's a little lame, but, you know, it is what it is. If you want to do it, go ahead. You can then just farm up some extra stuff early on, but we're going to just go ahead and not do that for the video here. I'm going to show you it's entirely unnecessary, but we do want to see, okay, what do we got here? Experience shards. We can heal, but we'll just take the attack speed stuff here. That seems pretty nice for our setup. Now, attack speed is the other thing that you might want to consider putting on the build somewhere if you can squeeze it in. This amount of projectiles, I mean, it might be unnecessary, but it sure makes the boss kills pretty fast. So, you know, and we can pretty much one-tap most stuff throughout the run here. One of the other stats that you might want to consider is cooldown as well. The reason is that will increase the sloth damage faster as we go throughout the run. So You might want to consider doing that if you can squeeze it on somewhere. Okay, we've got a damage note, but it's like 1 minute in. We're not going to save it for anything. So what are we looking for from these? We're just trying to boost as much as we can. We can get heal, but I don't think we really need to get attack damage or we get more XP gain. Yeah. I guess we just take the safety there because we don't really need the extra damage. Our damage is all coming from the Black Lightning, the arrows. It doesn't really matter. We can just take a base level blessing from Karomboy if we can get him. So a lot of these shrine locations will give you experience here in Act 3. So we can get a few levels just by running around. Now, as I said before, if you want to unequip, there's a 60-second cooldown. So, yeah. You can unequip it for the first 60 seconds of the run, farm up a couple of levels if you really want to. Hey, we got some cooldown reduction here. This is actually really nice. We could take more luck too. Cooldown will net us a little bit more damage. Luck will net us a tiny bit more chance to actually proc it. Let's take cooldown for the extra damage throughout the run here. Okay. As you can see, we've stacked up the damage. We're already hitting 12k here. It'll just keep going. And we just popped a shrine there too, so it'll be even more now. Okay, what do we got? Here we go. We got some XP. Let's take a level.
Careful.
Okay, we did get Summer. She wants to give us... Could roll her and try and get Fury. We got it at white level. I guess we can take it though. Okay, we are actually got Rampaging to show straight up here. Okay, in terms of a third god, who would we even want in a run like this? I mean, there's not really that many other things we care for. To be honest with you, could take more anything really. I'll just see what we get. Lifelink. But we're not really caring about the XP gain, so we don't really need her. Haste could be okay, just to get around a little bit faster. But everything's dying before we could dash into it anyway. Could just take the flood dash, but now we took that in the last video. So, hey, look at this. We got back to, hello. Master Bloodlust is absolutely fantastic for what we're doing here, so we'll do it. We'll take it. Not that everything's living long enough for it to for it to proc that much, but still really good. We don't mind using the rolls because we've got what we need realistically now already, so we'll just keep boosting off these shrines and see how we go. Yes, we are at darkness 100 for this setup, as you can see in the top right there. And we got another magnet. Not that we really need it. Okay. Evasion. Let's just go damage. We're just looking for anything that'll boost down damage as we go through. I mean, survivability is nice too, but as you can see, we kind of just destroy everything. The other third god we could actually consider is Time, if we can come across him. The reason is he has, what's it called? It's not Guidance. Guidance is critical hit. What's the other one called? Gemini. He has Gemini now, so... It procs when you dash, though, which is kind of interesting. It looks weird. It looks kind of cool on Lorien boy here, so... But yes, Black Lightning Lorien. This is a pretty crazy setup. Now, the reason we're not using Basking Greatness is... I don't really have any great gear rolls that have both crit chance and strike projectile. If you have a bunch of gear like that, maybe that setup could work better than this, but I don't know. This feels like pretty crazy for Darkness 100 here already. We're stacked up there, up to 18, 17k here. Oh, we went past one. Where is it? Oh, it's a thing we don't care for anyway. Damage versus skellies? Sure. There's a lot of skellies here. Something burnt us because I took my finger off the control stick for a second there. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying Act 3 anyway. There definitely are some broken builds, that's for sure. This is definitely the strongest build we've done thus far in the game. I mean, the Averron build is really good, but this just, like, screen wipes like crazy. We got a Stone Power. We could save this for the boss now, I guess. What else can we find on the map? Anything? We'll take a look here. Okay. So we did actually get somewhere with Fury too. So if we do manage to get some more XP, maybe we can level that up. Bloodlust is pretty interesting too. As you can see, though, everything's just kind of dead before it can really give us a big buff, and these guys, they just get slaughtered anyway too. Okay, I've got another node up here. What can you give me? Gold. Yeah, sure, we need gold. So, guys, I had more than 1 million gold when this patch started. Now I have almost 0 gold. Okay, we're definitely looking for interesting bows on Lorien as we go, too. So, we'll check out the loot haul at the end for sure. We'll probably have a full bag of mythics by the end, so we'll have a look. I hope you guys have found some interesting gear rolls and stuff out there, too. Certainly, there are a lot of really, really powerful uniques in this patch. Oh, it's just one of those. All right, we'll just go back down. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of really, really powerful uniques in this patch. So I hope you guys are enjoying some of them. If you have any particular builds that are, you know, really crazy that you've come up with, let me know. The setups, we can give them a showcase on the channel. So if you do have a particular setup that's interesting, let me know. Black Lightning Lorien here, though, man, it is maybe even stronger than Act 2. Maybe not, because Act 2 was pretty nutso as well, but I don't know. Okay, we're 6 minutes in. Is this the node? Yeah, it is. All right. We might just sort of chill here a little bit so we can do an extra fast boss melt. Just go over here. What's this? Heals? Sure. Yeah, you can just see, I mean, it just screen wipes everything. We're up to, what are they up to? 22 at base here now. Yeah, so putting on the damage to undamaged enemies would spike the damage here by 250%, which is kind of crazy, but the reason I didn't prioritize it is it doesn't really do like a one-tap on the boss. You know what I'm saying? Only the first strike. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's enough to... maybe like that is enough to one-tap the boss. I don't know. Maybe we can mess around with that loadout. Oh, I forgot because I was talking too much. All right, that's fine. He'll go down here pretty quick, smart anyway. Okay, we got a unique there by the looks of it. All right, we'll check the loot haul at the end. I said. All right, so yeah, if I forgot to grab the node because I was talking too much. I think I did that in the last video too. Oh no, it's gonna become a bad habit, isn't it? Because they disappear now, which I don't really like that change. If I got myself in good position to set up for the boss fight, let me take advantage of the nodes, I say, but. Got another one here. We're just going to pop it and move on with our day. So yeah, so you saw the boss melt was pretty fast. If we did pop that node, it would basically been a one tap. I mean, okay, we've got a healing thing. We don't need it. We'll just move on. Okay, we're just looking for any interesting nodes here. So if you really, really wanted to, you could do the unequipped cheese. But I don't know. There's not really that aside from attack speed. And maybe some strike damage. There's not really that much else that you'd want out of there. Does anyone have strike projectiles in blessing form? I don't think so. There's alacrity and there's the strike area. Trying to think. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I don't think there is strike projectiles in blessing form though. But no, you can stack up so much on the gear anyway, especially with Act 3 Tier 3 stuff can have just so so many. This weapon we've got only has a +3, but on Maris I've seen at least a +4 casts projectile count on a weapon. So you can at least get 4, but maybe even +5. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, +4 is, it seems like it's possible. So you can stack up even more projectiles here with Tier 3 gear. I've still got some Tier 2 items because they're just the best in slot for my loadout that I, have available to me at the moment. So it does feel like they've fixed up the hit detection or the collision detection too. It definitely feels a bit smoother running through the map here now. At least on Lorien, but we are just wrecking everything anyway, so you know what, it is what it is. And we're only level 4 as well, which is kind of hilarious. So this combination we got between the relic and the sloth, I think is going to enable a lot of really strong builds in this game. I'm going to try and suss it out with Maris and, you know, some of the other characters as well, and see what kind of shenanigans we can come up with. The only thing is, it can't be a type of build where it requires you to take a lot of stuff, unless you want to do the unequipped cheese. But man, I just don't really like building like that. Take damage from minions. Take damage from elites. I will take damage from bosses. I guess we'll take the bosses just in case they damage me, but, you know, maybe the lady will dance around a little bit before she gets tagged up by the Black Lightning, but she's still going to get wrecked. How many magnets we've had in this run, hey? Sandals of Hatred, huh? That's interesting. I wonder what they are. Let's keep going here anyway. Got some shrooms. Yeah, as you can see, Black Lightning Lorien. Probably the strongest build I've done thus far in the game. I mean, look at this. It's kind of crazy. Okay, do we hold on to the stone for like 3 minutes? I don't know. Don't know if it's necessary. Maybe we'll go down and come back. It's not much down here right now, though. We're over 30k on these Black Lightning hits now, which is nice. So I think Black Lightning Maris might be possible now, too, actually. Maybe I'll do Black Lightning Maris. I don't know. That'd be really interesting. I think most of the characters should be able to do some kind of Black Lightning setup with this thing now, though. Just kind of interesting. We don't really need anything. I guess we'll just take the ult, see if we can find time later, maybe. Got another damage node. I guess we'll save this one. Look at all the damage nodes we're getting too. What is this run, huh? Not that you really need it. As you saw in the first boss, you really don't need it. And we're escalating our damage through the sloth as we go here. Yeah, but for anything that can roll as a gear affix, like the special affix, you could potentially make a really, really fun build, especially if it's a chance-based one, especially with this sort of setup. So I think we're going to do one on Maris, but I think we're going to do the dash shenanigans on Maris because I've got a really interesting setup for it. It just needs a little bit. Ooh, all right, something tagged us up there. All right, we won't stand 100% completely AFK here, but look, we got some healing over here anyway. Same. Yeah, so I got a few pieces with some extra dash stuff on it now, so I do want to try dash Maris again for Darkness 100 here. I don't want to take that. It just slows us down. I guess it could potentially give us an item. Yeah. It's always just white trash anyway. Well, if you guys have made it this far into the video, smash subscribe for me. I hope you're enjoying Act 2. I know Act 3. I know there was some definite negative feedback on day 1 and stuff, and you know, in the first week or whatever. But some of the builds are definitely strong. Some of them still feel pretty rough, I would say. I think they need to reconsider aspect of the Hydra for Maris. I think it's no longer as viable to stack up like 1000% cast damage just on your gear and go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is still possible to stack up some cast damage. Don't get me wrong, but certainly not as easy as it was before. There are a few ways you can scale up cast damage. There's a unique jewel. It's not a jewel. What is it? An amulet that gives you more cast damage when casts are triggered. It's one of those ones that has like duration, sort of base one. You can stack duration on your gear and get a lot of value out of it though. So that's certainly something that I do want to try. And we're going to try not to forget to pop the power stone this time. Okay, we may as well just pop it now because we're going to be strong enough to just melt him pretty much instantly here. Hey, buddy. Ow. He got one shot on me. Look how fast he died. Holy crap. All right. Alright. And that's the one reason that we have, like, a life roll on our boots. Just in case someone tries to get too frisky with us before they die. But let's continue on our way here anyway. Another damage node, man. Alright. We must have had like 10 damage nodes and 10... what are they called? Magnets throughout this run, which is just kind of crazy. All right. So Black Lightning Lorien, definitely the strongest build I've done thus far in this patch. Got some more XP here. Oh, we got Lei Gong, huh? Haste is interesting, but I kind of want to show you Gemini. Can we get a higher level one to show up? Okay, we did. +2. So now when we dash, we unleash... It should be, yeah, there we go. When we unleash, we dash, we unleash some extra ones. Now that's how Gemini works now, so... it's interesting. I mean, it certainly helps us get even more arrows out there, so... It's not terrible. I definitely think the old one was stronger, for sure, because it was just every shot had more... You know, more arrows. 5% status damage, huh? So status damage, you know, fire still not feeling very good, unfortunately. Even with, like, 500%... status damage stacked up, it just doesn't seem to do anything. Poison seems to be interesting in this patch. Poison was pretty good in the last patch, though. With Nixie specifically, so we might get around to doing Poison Dance Nixie here at some certain point. I don't have that great crit chance gear. I think I have, like... I have a couple that is specifically, like, strike crit chance and cast crit chance, but not, like, general... Are we full already? Alright. Let's get rid of the whites. Afraid we don't care for. XP gain with... Do I have an XP gain chest piece? I'm not too sure. Some movement speed. I think I got higher some movement speed already. I don't know, has character movement speed on already? Okay. Oh, dash area? I kind of like. New blessings. I'll get rid of that. There's a big roll, don't get me wrong, but we don't really need it. Power struck. Nah, we're never going to use that over the Lightning Armageddon. Okay, something definitely hit me there while I was fussing about with my inventory. But that's alright. Keep going. Another drop down here. Sovereign Belt of Learning. That's going to be XP gain, right? Okay. +2 heal on level. That's a Stone of Power that didn't look like a Stone of Power. That was interesting. I don't know what's up with that. Let me also know with a comment down below. I'd be interested to know what your favorite character in Act 3 has been thus far. Okay, we got Fury. We may as well, right? It's DPS for us. We could ult and try and get some more. We could go Hero's Journey for a further damage multiplier. Just stack it on in there. Why not? What is it up to? 76k, it looks like. That's pretty good. It really should be one-tapping just about everything, I think. Now, as I said, you could do the unequip, re-equip cheats if you really wanted to and stack up stuff like extra boss damage and all that. If you really wanted to with Cromboy. What do we want here? We'll just take move speed so we can get around, I guess. If you really wanted to do that, you can. But, I mean, as you can see, it is 100% unnecessary to absolutely crush Act 3 Darkness 100 using Black Lightning Lorien. And if you were skeptical about using Rain of Arrows, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, I think. The reason that I really like it is it allows you to concentrate all of your armor on stuff like the projectile count and not have to worry about attack speed really at all. I mean, we're attacking fast enough that everything is just dying. I mean, more attack speed's always nice, I guess, but anymore at this point is just overkill, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's XP though. We're not even enough for a level. Alright, we'll go back down to the damage node. Okay, we got 40, what, 43, 45? Seems to be where we're at. Okay, we must have had a damage node when we're doing the higher 70k or so. We do also have a pretty big evade chance on this build with the unique that we have. Here's our damage node. We've got less than 2 minutes left, so I guess we just sort of hang about here. I think we're definitely strong enough as it is. Now, Lady in the Lake, you know, she darts around a little bit, and you might have to wait a second for the procs to go off, but, you know, if you got 2 revives by the time you get here, it's easy mode anyway, so... Other things you could sub in for the build is more cooldown reduction, as we said, for more damage scaling on Sloth. Attack speed anywhere else you can fit it, or strike damage anywhere else you can fit it is really, really nice as well. Aside from that, I mean, it's just insane, as you can see. We'll see what our final damage at the end is. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really concentrate on damage stacking aside from the Sloth, really. We've just gone projectiles. I've got +8 on the projectile counts overall. So that's where, you know, that's where the big damage is really coming from. When it goes up on the boss, they just get tanked by so many of them, and then by the time we get to the final boss, our Sloth is stacked up to, like, what is it, like almost 2000% or whatever. So these archers can be a little annoying. It's actually better to dash towards them when you see their arrows. Sometimes you might think, oh, I should run away, but on a build like this, you would really just want to be close enough. Stealing dagger? Is that like a health on kill dagger? That might be really nice. Oh, we got the twin snakes. Whenever a strike triggers, there's a chance you gain cast damage temporarily. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, I think I've got a better... Okay, we don't want Afraid. We picked up another Afraid one, huh? Immobilize enemies. That could be interesting. I don't think I'm going to use it. Get rid of that for now. Stealing Dagger might be alright for Nixie. For some health on kill help, if she needs it. I don't know. Haven't really messed around with Nixie so much yet. Ooh, okay, now we're taking on some hits here. Yeah, the archers, as I said, just dash sort of towards the archers. And I didn't even pop the node because I was getting distracted by, Okay, where's the lady on? Yeah, we're just waiting on some procs here to go. Come on, she's too evasive, I can't hit her. Needs to get up in her face. Like, just pretend we're a melee character. Yeah, there we go. Come back. Come back. Alright, there we go. So she was being a bit annoying there. Ooh, black chains? Do we want the black chains? What do we got? 2 projectile counts. No, we like that. We like that very much. Dash. Damage with effects range and cooldown. I mean, that could be kind of fun. Man, what are these rolls we're getting? Synergistic, huh? Immobilized with attack speed and attack. 180% attack range. Holy. What is this loot we're getting today? Holy crap. Let's take the chains. Oh my god. That was a crazy run. So the lady in the lake, that's the thing with her. She doesn't have any ads to proc. So you're just going to have to actually hit her, but she's so evasive. Look at the damage. 373 million. Holy crap. I think that's got to be the highest damage I've ever done in a single run. I don't know, guys. That's something else. Holy crap. I reckon that one deserves a like and a subscribe. I'll just quickly go over the loot again that we got if you guys are interested in seeing what some of the loot in Act 3 is like. So chance to heal, 1 life on attack kill, attack speed. That's actually not too bad. That's some of the stuff we already showed off in the video. We already looked at those. Cast, projectile count. That one's got XP gain. I don't know if I have a chest with XP gain. We've got a little bit of crit chance there, not that much. Heal 1 life on attack hit. Hey, that's kind of interesting, and one might be not too bad. That's the twin snakes, so whenever a strike triggers, there's a chance you gain cast damage temporarily. That's kind of interesting. We've got the black chain lightning here on the light piece of armor, so that's also interesting. Yeah, this one with 180% attack range, that's nuts, man. I don't know. That feels kind of crazy. You need some big shard pull range for that. We've got summon damage and summon life, so that's kind of an interesting piece right there. Chance to heal 1 life on kill with dash area. Ooh, not too bad. Maybe dash... oh, it's a heavy one, so yeah, maybe. Alright, guys, if you found that video entertaining, smash like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Hope you have a fantastic, amazing day wherever you are, and take it easy.